Hare Krishna, welcome everybody. Good to be with you. Welcome to our 12th and final class of our Introduction to Sanskrit course. Can't believe it, we've made it. We've gone through so much. We started with pronunciation, basics, the vowels and the consonants, and then we went into how to simplify some of those pronunciation guides, for phoneme sounds that were a little harder for us, as native English speakers especially. And then we went into having words of the week, and then eventually lines and verses of the week to really review how those principles we're learning were applied every week. We got into some vocabulary every week, memorizing, tat is that, cha is and, all these words that keep repeating. And of course, so many useful vowels and, nouns and verbs. And then we actually started to get into how to actually modify nouns according to like location or possession or offering to or different things like that. So we've been through a lot. And we're going to go through some new material today and also review our words of the week for those who shared it, and then just take some review of what stood out to you. And we're going to get a little bonus actually from Krishna at the end of the Bhagavad Gita. He offers a little bonus for anybody he says anybody who reads Bhagavad Gita gets a special blessing. So we get to hear what that is in the Sanskrit. All right, and first, as always, we'll offer respects to our teachers, our acharyas, up to Krishna himself, the speaker of Bhagavad Gita, so that we can actually be of service. Om Ajnana Timirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitang Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarupshascha Krupa Sindhupya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. All right, so let's look at some of these words of the week. I have them pulled up here. Let me share the screen. Hare Krishna. No, just getting the right settings. That should work. How's that?
It's loading. Yeah.
Good. Okay. So the first one is from Kishore Gopi.
I did realize I only did half the verse.
Okay. Do you want to do the whole verse? You can do the rest of it today if you want.
Yeah. Sure.
Putting you on the spot. This is from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 66. This is one of the last verses of the whole Bhagavad Gita. And in this verse, after so many chapters, Krishna has been offering wisdom to Arjuna, Every chapter name is named after this kind of yoga, that kind of yoga. Yoga means how to connect, different ways to connect to him. He gives another offer here. He gives kind of his final offer, his best offer. So let's hear that. Do you want to, should I push?
Play that part.
Yeah. Okay. Here's her recording.
Sarva Dharma Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Raja
Aham Tvam Sarva Talebhyo Yao Mokshaishyami Matsujaha.
Nice. Just got to watch out for those vowels. Try that third line again and look out for the long vowels and short ones. Try to catch which ones are long and short.
Aham Tvam.
Yeah.
Sounded better. Aham tvam sarva papeyo.
Yeah.
Bio.
Ahang twang sarva papebhyo. You got it. The first time it was a little bit.
Aham
You tripped over.
tvam sarva papeyo.
Yeah. Try the fourth line now. Same thing. Watch out for those long vowels.
Mokshaishyami mas sucha.
Close. It's shuchaha.
Suchaha.
Yeah, you did sucha. It's but otherwise it was great.
Suchaha.
Moksha yashyami ma shuchaha.
Mokshamiyami mas suchaha.
Yeah, it's not ma shuchaha. There's not a long u.
Sucha.
Yeah, you don't hold the u for longer. It's just a short vowel.
Suchaha.
Moksha yashyami ma shuchaha.
Ma suchaha.
Shuchaha.
Shuchaha.
Yeah, not sa sh.
Sha.
Moksha yashyami ma shuchaha.
Mokshayami ma shuchaha. Shuchaha.
Good.
That's a tongue twister for me.
It is. Yeah, it's hard. Shucha. There's not a lot of words in English where we're doing sh followed by ch.
Yeah.
Yeah, shucha. But in Sanskrit you find that a lot. Sh and ch are often found close together, sometimes right after the other.
Shuchaha.
Shuchaha. Yes. All right, so let's look at it. Did you notice anything about this verse that you had noticed before, that we've learned? Any grammar or vocabulary?
Yeah, I did. But it's kind of escaping. I mean, for example, at the end, the last verse, you pronounce the A at the end.
Yeah, the visarga.
The visarga.
Yeah, because it's there in at the end of the fourth line.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be mokshe shami ma shucha.
And it had sarva
That's right.
that we had been talking about.
Sarva is a word.
Everything.
Yeah, it's a word we've seen many times. All or everything.
I'd say those are the main things.
Yep. Dharma. We've all heard this word before. Dharma.
Oh, it added a different ending.
Yeah, dharman is plural.
Mm.
Dharmas. All dharmas. Prabhupada, who we owe a great debt of thanks to for this commentary on Bhagavad Gita and for giving us the word for word for all these verses, as well as the spiritual guidance always. He translates Sarva Dharma as all varieties of religion, interestingly. All varieties of religion. So, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. So here we see Tyaja. Have you heard the Sanskrit word Tyaga before, Kishori? Tyaga? What does Tyaga mean?
It's about when you go back and forth between, what's the other word?
Bhoga.
Boga. So,
Yeah, bhoga means enjoyment.
enjoyment and dissatisfaction.
It's close. Tyaga means
Sacrifice.
close.
Tyaga means sacrifice.
It actually means renunciation.
Or renunciation.
Yeah, to let go.
Yeah.
So that's the noun of it. Tyaga means renunciation. Tyajya means you should renounce. You should let go. Prabhupada translates it as abandon, give up.
Which
Right.
word is that, Shama?
Parityajya.
Parityaja.
Here, and the word for it is abandon. Pari is a prefix. The actual word is tyaga, becomes tyajya, like it's an order. Do this, do give up. Give up, let it go. Pari as a prefix is often used meaning like completely. I'll show you another place where it's used. Here. Just off the top of my head, 434. Yes. Look at this. Pariprashnena. Prashna means question. Prashna means question, and prashna, it also can be the verb to question. So pariprashna means completely question. This is a verse about how you should treat your spiritual teachers, how you should serve them. And it's saying you should pranipat, which means you should submit yourself to them. Pariprashna, you should ask questions about them, and seva, you should do service. But pariprashna means don't just ask questions. Pari, completely ask questions all the way around the thing. right? You know this word perimeter, right? Perimeter means the complete measurement of an outside of a thing, you know, the perimeter of your property, perimeter of a circle in geometry class, and you're a kid. Yeah, that's a Greek word. Perimeter means around in Greek, I'm pretty sure. And they got it from Sanskrit. Pari means around, like completely, encircle it. So pariprashna means completely encircle the thing, like ask full questions. Just like Arjuna does in Bhagavad Gita. He asks so many questions. He's like, he asks one question and he interrupts practically the answer. He's like, well, wait a minute. It seems like you're contradicting the other thing you said. Like, I need to understand this. And Krishna is saying that's the thing you should do. You should completely ask questions. So in the verse that Kishori Gopi pointed out, parityaja, abandon, relinquish, renounce. Pari means completely. So you see here, abandon all varieties of religion. In other words, completely give them up. Let them go. Don't just like let them go and like, well, maybe, you know, keep one in reserve. Like just completely let them go. All right. Mam ekam. Ekam is a number.
1.
Yeah, 1. Mam ekam sharanam. Sharanam, we've seen this word too. Surrender or shelter. Yeah. Ekam sharanam means accept me as the only shelter. Right? Mam ekam sharanam vraja. Vraja means to go. Go to me as the only shelter. The number 1, the only shelter. How many shelters? There's 1. Ekam. Aham means me. Tvam, to you. Or for you. Sarva, again, all. Right? Papebhya. This means, papa means sins. And in the Sanskrit philosophy, sin doesn't mean like doing bad. It means anything ultimately that doesn't help you to remember your connection. Anything that's just a burden that fortifies your material identity. Ahang tvang sarva papebhyo moksha yashami. I will free you from them. I will liberate you from them. Right? You know this word moksha?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does moksha mean?
Liberation.
Liberation. That's a noun. This is one thing we were going to talk about today. It's coming up already. Is in Sanskrit, when you develop a vocabulary, the same vocabulary that you pick up for a noun will often become translated into a verb. If you know the word moksha, and it's a good word to know, you know, you'll learn it in yoga class. They talk about this in moksha, right? Then when you see moksha yashyami, you're like, that can't be a coincidence. That's like something about moksha, something about liberation. Turns out it's a verb. It's the first person. I will liberate you. I will free you. Ma shuchaha. Ma means don't worry. Ma means don't. Whenever you see ma, it's the same as na. N-A and M-A mean the same thing. Means don't. Do not. And shucha is a verb, means to worry. Don't worry. Don't fear. The translation, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender to me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. That's Krishna's final offer, is that actually I'll take care of everything. You know, all these other processes that I'm helping you with throughout the Bhagavad Gita, the culmination is just take shelter of me. I'll take care of everything for you. Because he's already presented himself as the source of everything, all powerful, all loving. So he can do it, and he wants to. So he's saying, just take shelter of me. I'll take care of everything. We see here also with the word shuchaha, don't worry. This is the verb worry. We see it in other places, in other forms. So if we think about Bhagavad Gita, so here's another one. I'm off the top of my head. Nope. Well, the next verse, I think it might be 56. We're testing my recall. There's a transformation. There's a transformation of shochati, kongshati. 1854 was the previous verse. Here it is. So the word shuchaha means worry. In another form you'll see here is shochati. To worry or lament. Right? So when you notice these verbal roots, then you can spot them, right? Shuchaha, shochati. Yeah, this verse is saying, Um, one who is transcendently situated at once realizes the supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. They never lament or desire to have anything. It's a symptom of advancement that you're free from worry. You're free from lamentation. Same root.
And then in the verse that I chose there,
66.
1866, right? Even the Sarva Dharman, right? All varieties of religion, right? And so Dharma, the soul's purpose or duty, right, is often also
Yeah.
Translated as religion. So it's not necessarily religion in the sense that we think of it in the Western
Yeah.
world. It's like
It's a deep word.
right. So like abandon all other paths. So or like because he's explaining, Krishna explains the other three paths, you know, in the text before that. So he's saying, so you don't have to do any of those things if you just surrender.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not saying like that you can't. It's not directly calling out like Judaism and Catholicism.
No, it's not an ecclesiastical consideration.
Yeah, I think it's important to.
Yeah,
To
it's the word dharma is a deep word. We've talked about it a few times. I'll mention again. Dharma means an essential nature of a thing. It can mean its purpose. It can mean its nature. It can mean duty. It can mean morality, and it can mean religion.
Yeah.
But here, Krishna is saying that give up any inferior duty and take up your supreme duty.
Right.
That the essential duty of every living entity is to connect to the source. That's the whole point of Bhagavad Gita. That's what he's saying. So he's saying, if you do that, I'll take care of you. Consider that your topmost dharma. Yeah.
Thank you.
And you see the word sarva twice. Great. Good stuff. Okay. Moving to the next one. We have Shakti, who picked Bhagavad Gita 10:9. Let's hear her recitation.
Makchitta Maikata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam Katyantas Chamam Nityam Tusyante Cha Ramante Cha.
Nice.
See you later.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. So this verse is found in the Chatur Shloki. Chatur again means four. That's where we get the word quatra, four. Chatur Shloki, the four seed verses of the Bhagavad Gita in the 10th chapter, chapter 10, verses 8, 9, 10, and 11. So here, Krishna is giving a fundamental kind of like central instruction. The pronunciation is very good. There was a little bit of a stutter on the third line, where I think Shakti missed one of these syllables, but it's machit. Here, first of all, we see a doubled up consonant, ch and ch, and another one doubled up, t and t, t, right? So when that happens, you just hold it for twice as long. Machita, machita. Yeah, you hold ch for twice as long and t for twice as long. Machita matgata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantash chamang nityang torshanti cha ramanti cha. This is a sh, as with a dot. Torshanti cha ramanti cha. We see the word cha a lot. Cha means and. Oh, Haribol, so Shakti is joining us. Haribol, good to see you. We're looking at your verse. Good pronunciation. So, mat is a form of mam. Me, mine. We saw in the earlier verse too. Mam ekang sharanang vraja. Take me as the only shelter. Go to me as the only shelter. Mam. This is very common. In French, it's moi. In English, it's me. It's the me sound. Ma. So you can notice that as a root. So here we have it a few times. Mat chitta, mat gata prana. So Krishna is talking about how to relate to him. Right? What else can we say about this verse? Bodhayantah parasparam kathayantash chamang nityam. Nityam is a good word, or nitya is a good word to memorize. Nitya means always. Right? Just like sarva means all, everyone. Nitya means always. Nitya. Let's look at a cool word together. We'll practice our Sanskrit. I'm going to construct a word for you in our workbooks. 1 second. Okay, let me share this screen. Just because this nitya word comes up so much. So here's nitya. Nitya means always.
Without the M? The M was an added ending?
Yeah, nityam, it means it's the object or subject. But you'll often find it as just nitya. Nitya means always. This is a common word that comes up. Ananda. What does ananda mean?
Bliss.
Bliss. Yeah, it's a function of the soul. The soul actually has the capacity for joy. Nityananda. So if you combine nitya and ananda, you get Nityananda. Yeah, that's a personality. It's a Sanskrit name, Nityananda. One of the primary associates of Lord Chaitanya is Nityananda, which means, his name means always blissful. Right? Always joyful, always blissful. Always. Nitya. This is a good word to know. Nitya. It comes up a lot in verses. Okay. Go back to our Bhagavad Gita verse. Mat-chitta, mat-gata prana. Prana. You might know this word prana if you're a yogi. Prana. You may have heard of pranayama. Ever heard of pranayama?
Life breath.
Yeah, your life breath. Pranayama means the path of controlling the breath. Yama and niyama are the controlling things, the don'ts and the do's. So when you see yama, it means like controlling. Pranayama. Pranayama is like breath control, breath exercises. You might learn them in a yoga class, like how to like breathe in one nostril, then out, then the other nostril. You might have like some like cooling breath or heating breath, different things. How to slow your breath down, calm down, achieve mastery over the body and mind to some degree by accessing the breath. That's pranayama. The root of that is prana. Here we see prana. Prana means your life breath. But in Sanskrit, it doesn't just mean your life breath, it also means what's dear to you. Right? Just like your own life breath, actually in the Ayurveda science, it's considered that your prana is your life energy. If you have no prana, you're dead. Right? If you have good prana, you're healthy. If you have like weak prana, maybe you need to have like a medical intervention, or you need to change your diet or get more sleep or something, right? Prana is basically synonymous with your health. So it's very close to you. And in Sanskrit, the word prana doesn't just mean your life breath, it means that which you value, like it's very dear to you. So we see Madgata prana means their lives are devoted to me. They consider me their prana. Krishna says, like, in this verse he's saying, the thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Madgata prana means they consider me their life breath. It's a poetic way of saying they love me. They're devoted to me. Yeah. Here we see another example of a verb-noun relationship. You may know the word Buddha, the Buddha, right? Buddha comes up a lot. Buddha yoga, like in fact in the very next verse. What a coincidence. Here we are. I didn't plan this out. Next verse, 10:10. Buddhi yoga. Didami buddhi yoga. Buddhi means intelligence, right? Has to do with knowing, being aware of. The word buddha means one who is awake or is aware. So bodhayanta is a verb based on that. Bodhayanta means to, here Prabhupada calls it preaching, enlightening. He translates it as enlightening. They give buddhi. The devotees. This verse is talking about how devotees of Krishna operate. They give buddhi, they give intelligence, they enlighten each other about Krishna. They're always talking about their mutual source. They're always enlightening each other. So we see how the word buddhi, buddha, can become a verb. To give intelligence, to give knowledge, to enlighten, to awaken someone. Yes, Shakti.
Curious if Katyantas, Kantyantas, is that like Krishna Katha?
Yes, you know this term, Krishna Katha. Katha means discussion or dialogue, right? Katayantash is the verb based on that noun. To talk about, to converse about. Prabhupada calls it talking in the word for word, and in the verse he says conversing, right? So that's from Katayantash, right? To make a dialogue, to make a discussion. In other words, to discuss, to talk. Yeah. So a lot of nouns and verbs are related, and that's one thing we're focusing on today. Good verse, classic verse, and it's a really nice, positive verse because Tushanticha Ramanticha, they derive great satisfaction and bliss. It's a really nice recipe for joy. If you follow these kinds of recipes, you'll have a lot of tushti. Tushti means satisfaction, and becomes tushanti. They satisfy. You'll have a lot of rama. Rama means joy. Ramanti means they enjoy. These are also noun verbs. Okay. Suparna has one. This is Bhagavad Gita 18.8. This is more of a deep cut. Not as famous as the last two verses. So, shall I play your recording, Suparna? Yeah, here we go.
Dukhametyayeva yat karma kaya klesha bhayatyajeta sakrutva rajasam tyagam naiva tyaga phalam labheta.
Very good, very good. One little thing to look out for. PH is not pronounced as F. In Hindi it is. So you probably have to unlearn that for Sanskrit. Because the f sound is found in Hindi. But they got that from Farsi. They didn't get that from Sanskrit. There is no f sound in Sanskrit. The PH is just a reminder to us that it's an aspirated P sound. P. This is it's not a common sound, actually. P. Not found in that many places. This is one of the words that you'll find is the most common with a P in it. Pala. Everyone say pala. Pala means fruit. Right? Fruit. Another verse with the word pala is, you can look in chapter 9, verse 26. Krishna says, Patram Pushpam Palang Toyang. You can offer me 4 kinds of simple things: a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, and I'll accept it. If it's given with bhakti. If it's given with bhakti, devotion, I will accept it. So pala is a good word to know because it comes up. And it's one of the few words that actually has p in it, ph. It means literally fruit, like, a peach or an apricot. But it also means, just like in English, you have this expression, the fruits of your labor, the fruits of your labor. It means the thing that comes from what you did, the result of your labor. So just like if you water a tree, it bears some fruit. It's the result of your taking care of the tree. It's the result of all that sunshine and water and soil nutrients and protection that the tree has had, that now it's giving fruit. So it's used in the same kind of like metaphorical way in Sanskrit, where pala can mean your literal fruit, a banana or pineapple, and it can also mean your result. Your result, right? That's how it's used here. So let's look at some of these words. Karma, we know karma, that's an English word now. Karma means the work you do. It also means the thing that comes back because of the work you do, the karma, the reaction from the work you do. They are not separated. They're the same word because the philosophy points out for us indirectly that you can't do a thing without getting the result from the thing. And you can't have the result from the thing without doing the work. Even in the material world, all karma is connected to, the activity is connected to the result. So we have to understand they're in the same word. What else did we see here? Oh, this is interesting. We did some vocabulary, we did some grammar. If you remember, grammar when the noun ends in a short a is what we looked at. So the root of bhayat is bhaya. Bhaya is just bhaya. Bhaya means fear. Bhaya means fear, right? If you have this word bhaya, if you have a long at ending, that's one of the endings we learned actually. That's one of the 5 or 6 endings we learned to these short a nouns. Does anybody remember what it is? How it modifies the noun? You're looking. From. Yeah, it's called ablative, which means it's from. So bhayat would mean from fear. From fear. Rajasam Tyaga. Here's the word Tyaga again. Tyajet, Tyaga, give up. Tyaga Palam, give up the results. So, the translation. Anyone who gives up prescribed duties as troublesome or out of fear of bodily discomfort. There's that out of fear, that's bhayat, from fear. Bhayat, out of fear, right? From. The at ending indicates from fear. Anyone who gives up prescribed duties as troublesome or out of fear of bodily discomfort is said to have renounced in the mode of passion. Such action never leads to the elevation of renunciation. This is a verse that's saying if you Krishna is describing different kinds of renunciation, different ways and modes in which you can give up something. He says if you stop doing your duty because it's just too difficult, that's not very good. It's considered to be in the middle mode of nature, passion. You won't get the result from that. You know, I'm not going to go to work. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. It's too hard. I'm not going to take care of my body. It's too hard. It won't actually result in a healthy body. And it won't result in you getting over your own attachments. That's what Krishna is saying here. You have to do your duty for higher reasons. And you can give it up in higher ways and not just because it doesn't feel good. If you want to know more, you got to read this section. So, and we have Mary's.
Mary.
All right. I'll play a recording, okay, Mary? This is Bhagavad Gita 5:18. This is a famous verse. Very nice verse.
Here I go. Vindavane Sampane Brahmane Gave Hastini Shine China Swapake Cha
Shwapake.
Pandita Sama Darshane.
Good, close. Yeah, there's a couple things you missed here and there, but yeah, we can see. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. Here's a doubled consonant. Sampanne. Sampanne. Not sampane. Sampanne. Like penne. Penne pasta, you know? You know penne, P-E-N-N-E? It's like that little cylindrical pasta. Penne. They do that in Italian too. If it's a doubled consonant in Italian, I think you have to hold it for twice as long. Cacciatore. Penne. So same in Sanskrit. Sampanne. Brahmane. Gavi Hastini. Watch out for this S with a line. That's a sh. It's not a S, not a s anymore. Shuni. The C is always ch. Remember? Shuni chaiva shwapake cha. And Pandita Samadarshanaha. Okay. Some cool things here. Anyone ever heard the English word pundit?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's a pundit?
A joke, kind of?
A joke?
Oh,
No.
that's a
Yeah.
A priest.
Like
You're
a
thinking of a
priest.
pun. Shakti?
Like a priest, like
Not exactly a
A
priest.
a learned person.
Yeah,
like
a learned person,
scholar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not exactly like a scholar. Pundit actually means an expert.
Uh,
If you tune into CNN, they might, and there's like some, I don't know, there's some weather disaster. They might have a weather pundit come and talk. they'll be like, this is a pundit of meteorology, right? Or maybe like somebody breaks a world record in sprinting and they'll have like a athletics pundit. In English, it's spelled P-U-N-D-I-T. That's a Sanskrit word. It's this word, pundit. This is the plural, panditaha. Pandita means pundits. An expert, somebody who's wise. Prabhupada translates it as those who are wise. So, what else can we say from this verse? Vidya. Vidya is a good one to know. It's a good word to memorize. Vidya means knowledge or education. Yeah, education. Avidya means uneducated, ignorant. Avidya. It also means darkness. It's used sometimes for darkness. Avidya. Sampane Brahmane Gavihasini Shuni Chaiva. Chaiva is a common word you'll find in verses. Chaiva is actually cha and eva. Chaiva. Cha, eva. Cha means and eva usually means certainly. So, cha and eva becomes chaiva. The a, e, they join into ai. Cha-e becomes chaiva. C-A-I, chaiva. Chaiva. So when you see that, it's just cha and eva. So it's just continuing the list. The verse is actually saying, the humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater, or outcast, or a low-class person. Shopaka literally means somebody who cooks dogs. The verse is saying, if somebody is spiritually advanced, they're a pundit, they have equal vision, they can see a wise brahmana, spiritually advanced person, they can see a cow, an elephant, a dog, or a human being who eats dogs, which is shorthand for like a low-class person. But they see in all those persons an equality. The equality isn't material. Cow can give you milk and eats grass. Dog eats flesh, and they're not equal. Elephants are gigantic. None of the other ones are that big. There's no material equality. The equality is spiritual. That's what they can see. That's what the verse is saying. Samadarshanaha. Samadarshanaha. Sama means equal. Sama. Sama. Good word to know. Sama. Equal. All right. Now, let's take a look at some new content I was going to share today. I thought we'd take a look at some of the titles for the Bhagavad Gita's chapters in Sanskrit, because we have been studying Sanskrit through the mercy of the Bhagavad Gita. And hopefully you've developed and increased your taste, your appetite for reading Bhagavad Gita. Because if you want to get Sanskrit, the best place to get it is the Bhagavad Gita. It's very practical. It's elementary Sanskrit, and you'll get a full grounding in the philosophy as well. So I have a rather long list, not just 18 for each of the chapters. I have a longer list because sometimes there's multiple names. But I'll share these names, and I'll go over a few of them, not all of them, to see what they all mean. And you notice right away when you see this list, they basically all end with yoga. Yoga means, well, you tell me, what does yoga mean? To connect, yeah, to reconnect. Yeah, yoga. The chapters are all titled after such and such yoga because they're different ways to connect with Source. That's the whole purpose of Bhagavad Gita. Different ways to connect. Right? You know the word yoke? Y-O-K-E? Yoke is what you do with like an ox. If you want an ox to pull your plow, you yoke it. You have to tie something around the ox, and then you connect that to like, the thing that's cutting the grain or whatever. And now you're connected. And the ox does its walking thing, and it's pulling the I'm not a farmer. It's pulling the plow. It's pulling the thing you needed to do to till the earth or to harvest the grains. That's yoking, right? That comes from the word yoga, connection. So these are all different, 18 different ways of connecting to the divine. The first one is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Arjuna, we know, that's a name. That's our friend in the Bhagavad Gita, the one who's asking all these questions. Vishada means lamentation, but like deep lamentation, like his despair. This is the yoga of Arjuna's despair. How to connect the divine in your despair. That's Arjuna's first lesson, because he has a breakdown. And that can be what we call in English a teachable moment. He has a teachable moment right there on the battlefield. Arjuna's lamentation, Arjuna's despair. Another classic one, chapter 3, Karma Yoga. Someone translate for me what Karma Yoga means. Someone from our online crew, because you know both of these words. Karma and yoga. Yeah, Shakti.
Well, karma is what you give out, you get back in return, right? And then yoga is to bring it together.
Yeah. So if you call it the yoga of something, you could call it the yoga of what's one word you can use for the word karma? The yoga of
Oh gosh. The only word I can think of is karma, but it's like what you
Yoga of action.
action. That's a good one.
action. Oh, good. Yes, thank you.
Yoga of action. In English, the word action doesn't include the reaction because
Right.
we have a different word for it. But in Sanskrit, this is the yoga of action and reaction, effectively, in one word. So this is how you can actually connect through your actions, your activities, which is useful because we want to do stuff, right? We want to do stuff. If you want to know how you can connect through your doing propensity, you can read chapter 3. Jnana Yoga, chapter 4. Jnana Yoga. We've looked at this word jnana. Anybody remember what the word jnana means?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. The yoga of knowledge. Yeah. The first verse I chanted in my offering prayers was Om Ajnana Timirantasya. I was born in the darkness of ajnana, ignorance, not knowledge. So therefore I'm grateful to my teachers for opening my eyes. So this is the yoga of knowledge. Krishna offers transcendental knowledge in this chapter. Chapter 6, dhyana. Dhyana, our yogis might know this word. Kishore, you know the word dhyana?
Dhyana. Yeah, it's I want to say equal, but it's not. It's
Meditation.
Meditation.
Yeah.
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 Meditation.
Dhyan means meditation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a chapter about meditation. Go ahead.
Yeah. So there's dhyana, and then there's another Sanskrit word that's really similar to that, which is. Do you know what I'm thinking of?
No.
Dharna.
Danya?
Danya.
Danya. Okay, I'll write it out for you. Is it like this?
I was confused
DHNHAN. Danya?
Yes.
Yeah, that means wealth
That means wealth.
or opulence. It's also a proper noun. It can be used as a name. We know someone called Danya.
Right.
Yeah, it's close. It's actually with the Y and A reversed.
It's just the opposite.
And
that's what I was
kind of
confusing in
reversed.
my
So
mind.
maybe you had a bit of like Sanskrit dyslexia going on there. It's not hard to have that happen. Yeah, dhyana means meditation. Danya means opulence. So this is how you meditate. Krishna is talking about sitting still, focusing on the breath, and how you can actually control the mind through meditation. And Arjuna says, wow, that sounds more difficult than controlling the wind. I don't think I could do it. And Krishna says you can with detachment and proper practice. All right. Oh, this is a really far out one. Raj Vidya Raj Guhya Yoga.
Oof.
Okay. We know yoga, the yoga of how to connect through these things. All right. So Vidya, we know Vidya. We just said what Vidya was. And remember what Vidya means? It was in Mary's verse. Yeah, knowledge, education. Yeah. Raja is a nice one to memorize. Raja means king.
Kingdom.
Yeah, kingdom. It means king. Raja Vidya, the king of knowledge or the king of education. Raj Guhya. Guhya means secret. connecting through the King of Knowledge and the King of Secrets. This is the most important chapter in Bhagavad Gita according to our teachers. It's the one right in the middle of the Bhagavad Gita, and it's where Krishna starts to really open up about himself as a person and how you can connect to him. That verse that I quoted where he says, if you offer me a fruit, a flower, a leaf, or water with love, I will accept it. That's from this chapter.
So is it
Yep.
actually, is that the most confidential knowledge? Is that what that's translated?
Yeah, it's
to?
translated as the most confidential knowledge. That's kind of what Raj Vidya would mean, the king of knowledge, the king of education.
Mm.
In fact, this word, Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam, is actually found in a verse in that chapter. No, it's 9.2. Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam. This knowledge is the supreme education. It is the supreme secret, and is the most purifying. Pratyakshavagam dharmyang susukam kartamavim. It's directly perceived and it's joyfully performed. That's where the verse comes from, the term comes from. Okay. Vibhuti Yoga, the yoga of opulences. Vibhuti means like, what's a good way to translate Vibhuti? Yeah, like the opulent features. This is the chapter in which Krishna says how you can see him in nature and the beautiful functions of the world. Like, you know, out of seasons I'm flower bearing spring, and out of all the animals I'm the lion, so powerful, and out of all the mountains I'm the Himalayas, and so forth. The ways you can, all the bright objects in the sun, the opulences of the world, and how they represent, like, there can be reminders of the divine. 12, Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti means, what does Bhakti mean?
Devotion.
Devotion.
Yeah,
Devotion.
devotion, yeah, or devotional service. That's right. It's how you feel, the devotion, and it's also what you do about how you feel. Because love is incomplete. You know, if I said, you know, honey, I love you so much, I thought about making dinner for you. You're like, well, that's a nice thought you had, but if you actually do it, that's even nicer. So it's the science of how to connect to the Lord through devotional service, which actually, shortcut, this is the main point of Bhagavad Gita is Bhakti Yoga. It's the essence of all the forms of yoga. Here's a nice one. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, chapter 14. Guna, you've seen this word before, guna. The three gunas. What does guna mean?
Virtues.
Virtues, yeah, it can mean that.
Mode.
Yeah, modes. It generally means like varieties or modes. Sometimes it can mean a virtue. Here it means modes or modalities. It's referring to the traya. Traya means it's a number. That's my hint to you. What does traya mean if it's a number?
3.
Yeah.
Nice,
Eka
Mary.
dvi tri. Tri traya. Guna traya, three modes. Vibhaga means varieties. The yoga of the varieties of the three modes. That's a chapter where Krishna really starts to talk about what things look like in the tamoguna, the mode of darkness, the rajaguna, the mode of passion, the sattva guna, the mode of goodness, and what they look like, how they mix, what their consequences are, how you can cultivate one or the other, and how you can transcend them entirely. Which he says actually is through bhakti. That's the last verse of that chapter. All right, that's it on that, I think. There's a lot, there's a lot here. I didn't go through every one, but I wanted to share some of these
Share that
titles.
document,
Sure, I can share that document.
maybe the translation too.
Mhm. So, in the last few minutes, let's just take some reflections. Anything that's in your heart and mind right now, what you are taking away from this Sanskrit study. We're not Sanskrit masters. That will take years and years of study, and that's not really in the cards for most of us. But that's okay, because we've developed in our appreciation for the language. We've gotten deeper in how to pronounce it. In the meters, we looked at meters. We looked at rhythm. Looked at short and long vowels. We learned new sounds. We learned a lot of vocabulary, a lot of really cool lines and verses, and all the philosophy and ideas that are contained within them. And then some cool grammar too, just like little tidbits of how to notice by something, with something, for something, from something, of something. Different modifications on nouns. A little bit about verbs. Some pronouns. We learned to count in Sanskrit. Yeah. So, what is your takeaway? What are you feeling and learning? What is a highlight for you?
I really love learning the meters, like the melodies
Mm,
to go with the meters. It helps me to just, it helps me even with the pronouncing because I know it's going to go with that melody.
right.
So that feels, and that to determine a melody, it's like, is it eight? Is it eight verses, or is it eight
Syllables.
syllables? Like the thing you clap to figure out. Is it 8 syllables? Is it 11 syllables? And of course, that's the other one we learned that what was 13 or 14 syllables, but is not as common.
Hmm.
Yeah, and just the plethora. There were so many vocab words and things that make sense. Even just these chapter names, it's like it's so literal. The translation from the
Yeah.
word to the. It was really wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank
I
you.
feel more confident in my Sanskrit and still have a long way to go, but have direction.
That's great. Just keep practicing and having fun with it. There's a lot of meters. In the Bhagavad Gita, there are only 2 meters. We looked at both of them, the 8 and the 11, I think,
Yeah.
syllable meters. 90% of the Bhagavad Gita is in the first, and then 10% is in the second. And in the rest of the canon of Sanskrit literature, there are a variety. We looked at one other, but there are so many. There's like a nice song called the Shadgoshamyastakam, which is in a meter that goes like this. Krishnot kirtana gana nartana paro premamritambo niti tira dhira jnapriyo priyakaro nirmatsaro pujito.
It's really different.
Forget the third line then. Vande rupa sanatano rakuyugo shri jiva gopalaka. It's very long. It's much longer. It's like almost like twice as long as.
It's like a rap.
Yeah, it has like a strong rhythm to it. You could like lay a beat down under it if you wanted to. And they all have a very clear. Once you notice the meter to something, then you can, as you were saying, it's a lot easier to figure out how to pronounce it, because otherwise, like, how does it flow? It doesn't make sense. You have to be
Yeah.
kind of guessing. So the first thing often is to count the syllables and figure out what meter it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Shakti has her hand up.
Before I forget, didn't you put the meters someplace? Is it in our chat?
Yeah.
It's in one of
There's
the texts.
there's a recording. I forget.
Okay, so I'll look and I'll download it.
Yeah.
But that's not what I want. It's not. I wanted to unmute because I can't thank you enough. You've taught, at least for me, in such a way that I don't feel like you're up here and I'm like, what is he saying? Like, I feel like I really was able to grasp, so much so that I'm taking a class on memorizing verses,
Wow. Good for
right?
you.
And and so that verse, Machitta Matgana Prana. So I'm learning the 4 seed verses, and then I'm going to do all of chapter 9.
Wow, what a
Yeah.
nice goal. You're gonna
So
memorize
it's
the
a
whole
really
chapter?
well, it's in a class, but because the point is that you have people to be partners to study with. So I was studying with this new brahmachari.
That means like a student monk.
I think he's a student monk because he's like, I'm not really a brahmachari. I am, but I'm just learning. And I said, I don't care. That's great. He's like, you're my partner from now on. And I'm like, why? He's like, because there was like a word where it changed, and I said, let's look at the breakdown. And I said, oh yeah, you see what's happening? They changed it so that it flows better. And he was like, how do you know? I'm like, because I was taking a class. I'm taking a class in Sanskrit, and my teacher, was a brahmachari, said that sometimes they will, like put on a letter or get rid of the aha because it doesn't flow right. So you're not going, I was literally saying, so you're not going from the guttural part of your mouth to the labial part of your mouth. So
Ah.
yes. And so like you did that, like I
Cool.
yeah, and that like for me, I felt so like ooh, like and he was like, "Oh my God, so from now on we're studying together." And so it was just like nice. It wasn't like I didn't get like puffed up or it just felt like nice to actually feel kind of like I have a foot in the shoe of Sanskrit. And so
Yeah.
it's like now I'm starting to sort of like what Kashuri was saying, like I've tons of things to learn and till my next life and to the next life, but it's exciting. It's exciting and the way that you were able to bring me to where I am now, I feel super excited about it and I can't thank you enough for making it in a way that I was able to grasp it
Yeah.
and to really hold on to it. So thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, that little tidbit was a function of what's called sandhi, which we'll also learn about. Sandhi can get more and more deep, but we looked at it in general, like different ways in which within a word and also across words, the sounds can modify. And so one of the ways it does is that you Sanskrit helps us to flow when we're pronouncing, so that we don't have to fly back and forth from the front of the mouth and the back of the mouth. Of course, we learned about the pronunciation early on. Gutturals are way the back. K, k, g, g, and ng. They're all back here. But like the labials are like p, 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 m. So, for example, uh, in the word Sankirtan, Sankirtan is actually Samkirtan, but ma is in the front of the mouth and kirtan ka is in the back of the mouth. So some kirtan becomes sankirtan. The m transforms into an n with a dot. So it's just all in the back of your mouth. Sankirtan. You never have to fly back to the front of your mouth and use your lips for a m sound. It's a very common thing, and that's a kind of sandhi. That's a kind of transformation. Yeah, because the k is way back there, so the m goes back and takes the guttural form of m, which is the n dot, the Sankirtan. Great. I'm just thrilled that you're taking more Sanskrit courses and you're enthused. My hope is that everybody feels enthused to keep reading the Bhagavad Gita and looking at Sanskrit. Um, any more reflections?
Yeah. I like the fact that I was still working on the introduction prayers and trying to pronounce it for a long time. And now I feel much more confident. I've still got to get rid of that Vermont accent when I'm saying the words, but also the cha and the sa, the cha, and the shri. It's just making much more sense. And you made it enjoyable. If I had to take it in school with the teachers that I've had teach me languages before, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. It's a work in progress, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
Well, I'm glad that my appreciation for the language is coming through because I just really believe Sanskrit's fun and cool. And if you find something fun and cool, it's just 100 times more interesting to study it. It's not a chore. Because it is. It's super fun and cool. It's the coolest language. It's ancient. It's got so much wisdom in it. It's really beautiful. Like that, just the verse it is chanted, Vande Rupa Sanatana Udakuyuga Jiva Gopalaka. It's like really far out. Like, where does that even come from? What an amazing language that can produce that with so much meaning inside it. So when you have that enthusiasm, if you mess up a pronunciation or you get a word wrong or you don't know what something means, it's like who cares? I'm just amazed by how cool this whole thing is, and that's the whole point. We're just here to appreciate. We're little appreciators. We're not trying to become masters. We're just improving day in day out, and that's good enough. So
Yes, that's what I felt. Like it really helped me to get such a deep appreciation of this language. And every time earlier when I would open the Bhagavad Gita, I would feel a little overwhelmed and inhibited because you don't know how to pronounce them, you don't know how it all comes together. So
mm,
you would always feel, oh, I don't want to do it. I want to learn first. And this course with these 12 sessions was really done beautifully by you. Thank you so much. It gave such a, like you covered it in such a fun way, like Mary said. And every time I would be looking forward to like, I cannot miss the class. To
that's
come.
wonderful. Thank you
It
for your
was,
yeah. Thanks for
no,
being so steady.
it was really, and I'm going to continue. I'm going to start reading and continuing with that. And it's a really rich language. I don't know why we didn't learn it in school back in India.
Mm.
I think we had the option of Hindi, Marathi, and French because I was in a convent school, so they never had Sanskrit. And I'm like, I was staying there for 25 years. I don't know.
What a funny thing. Now you're back here and you get to learn
Yeah,
Sanskrit.
yeah.
Well,
I'm like,
I've taught the Bhagavad Gita online. We have I can send you all the link. I will send you all the link for my Bhagavad Gita
okay.
course, which is like, I mean,
24 weeks.
24 weeks or something. Introduction, all the chapters, full philosophy.
Okay.
It's not based on the Sanskrit, it's based on the book. It's just the book itself. So,
Okay.
but of course you get so much Sanskrit in there. And,
Nice.
and on the same YouTube channel, you'll see a lot of classes on different Sanskrit
Nice.
texts, because that's what I do. That's what we do here. A lot of what we do here is
Yes, yes.
teaching the Bhakti philosophy, the essence of these scriptures.
Mhm.
And, keep your ear open too. We'll reach out because I'm thinking about doing like an introductory Bhagavad Gita class again, like
Okay.
those who are new to it. And I think you'd be perfect for it. All of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did,
So
did
we're
you
gonna.
learn, did you do it all in India when you were?
No, I studied it everywhere. Especially when I was a brahmachari, a student monk. I was based in Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
You go to India.
I did go to India. Yeah, I studied from different teachers in India on pilgrimage, this and that. But
once a year.
Okay.
it's a universal science, so I didn't have to go to India to learn it. Neither do you.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna give Krishna the last word because Krishna is the speaker of Bhagavad Gita.
Mhm.
And let me share the screen here. This is near the very end of the 18th chapter, chapter 18, verse 70. He says here, Adyeshate chaya imang dharmyang sangvadam avayoho jnana yagnena tenaham ishtasyam iti me matihi. And I declare that he or she who studies this sacred conversation of ours worships me by their intelligence. And he gives a little extra, he says, and one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free from sinful reactions and attains to the auspicious planets where the pious dwell. There's a lot of benefit in the Bhagavad Gita. And even if you just hear it, you get so much benefit because it's actually a form of appreciation through the meaning of your own intelligence. Like thinking, deliberating on what these things mean, trying to memorize them, trying to understand them, is a yoga of intelligence. So we've been doing that indirectly by studying the Sanskrit, and we can do it more and more. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for translating the word for word for Bhagavad Gita. Thank you for Krishna and Arjuna. Thank you for all of our teachers for sharing it. Thank all of you for keeping the enthusiasm going. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And thank you all to our online crew. So many people who could come sometimes and other times not. And actually many students who could never come live but are tuning into the recordings. You're part of the circle too. We love you. All right. Thanks, everyone.
A big thank you to you too for doing such a wonderful
It's my pleasure.
class.
All right.
Everybody.
Jai.
Right.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Would you